1 second, I need to get the water.
Only necessary for Yak Carl.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm also gonna do that.
I'm actually gonna go and just not come back. So see you guys.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I forgot we leveled up and
Have a nice
shit.
day. Oh yeah, we dinged, didn't we? We dung.
We
Wait.
dung. We did dung.
Wait a second. I feel like I just said something very stupid.
We dung. Jack, I need an explanation of this Marvel meme you posted because I'm very fucking confused.
Alright. I'm here.
Are you?
What,
Are you really here,
back.
Al?
Yeah, I'm not
Oh, wait,
actually.
not Al.
I'm not actually there, Ben.
Who's
I'm
here?
Actually,
Everyone's here. Sorry,
you can hear my voice despite me not being on the internet.
I woke
being in the
up
same room
like
as you.
30 minutes ago. In sum total, since yesterday morning, I have received
3 death threats.
About maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Ben's a trooper. He played in a 4-hour game after getting 3 hours of sleep yesterday.
Oh damn!
Yep, and now I'm doing almost the same thing on 3 hours of 4 hours of sleep. Now
We should move that game around to not be at that time, probably for next week.
It's fine, because it's either that or cut into my sleep for Monday.
Man, what the fuck? This is not what I ordered. Those little bitch-ass motherfuckers.
For a second, I thought you were saying what the fuck in response to my schedule.
No.
Yeah, no. I'm saying what the fuck to that schedule. You should get some sleep
Get some sleep.
now.
Now.
I have an announcement to make. Sonic the Hedgehog is a... Okay, Hedgehog is a...
I've come to make an announcement.
Sonic the Hedgehog is what, Jack?
A bitch-ass motherfucker.
Okay.
My lawyers have advised me not to continue this tweet.
You fools! I have 70 alternate accounts!
The intern running Eggman's social media platforms have been discharged after making that comment. Does not represent the views of our founder and CEO, Dr.
They are
Eggman.
not a native English speaker.
Okay, I'm ready to run the game.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's go.
And I want you to know that I did forget to write out the ship stats.
We don't need ships in space. Fucking
It's
hell.
true. You don't need ships in space yet. So,
Oh, this is like unreadable.
unbreedable?
That too. Wait, no.
Unsubmissive and unreadable.
Wait, no. Huh? Who?
Wait, what? Yeah? I mean,
Sorry,
yes.
I
I mean, no. I mean...
I mean,
How?
Clearly a description of Saber, but I mean...
Me, but when you, I win.
I
Okay,
mean, Diet Cock, I mean...
what? Who?
Diet Cock,
Where?
I mean... Diet
Listen,
Cock, I mean...
At
Diet
some
Cock.
point, nobody, including Jack, understands what comes out of Jack's mouth.
I've only had, like, about a centimeter of this wine.
Okay, so, your ship, the Negotiator, courses down through the atmosphere towards Aphrodite in the clouds of Ishtar 9. The colony itself looks like bubbles in the clouds, revealing... the colony itself appears through the clouds like bubbles drifting up from a warm tub. Revealing transparent barriers that show the interiors of many of the airships as your vessel approaches. The Aphrodite colony airships mimic desert, tropical, and beach environments. There's even one large airship that functions as a river, with water and small islands for residents to swim, fish, and play in. There are water features, mist showers, fountains, mock creeks all around the various airships. As you drift closer, you can notice that splotches of red and black intermittently cover the regularly green and blue plants. It is clear that there is some sort of plague spreading throughout the colony.
Plants got COVID.
Yes.
Man, that sucks. If only they
Damn.
lived in a
Your-
smaller population.
Your ship drifts down and docks on one of the harbor airships, drifting through the thin bubble, these energy bubbles that seem to allow larger objects through, but not the air inside. And you drift down and land on one of the landing pads. You now are on the Aphrodite, the airship colony that drifts in the upper atmosphere of, let me see, yes, of a Venus-like planet called Ishtar.
Word.
Saber is going to tell herself, so it seems like it'll only let things through about the size of your mom and larger. And
Everyone on the
And we
ship
all
dies.
Yes.
we all
we all,
feel that?
we all get like a feedback loop of disappointment.
Elizabeth, as an empath, notices something has gone awry.
Zolas takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Yeah, it's psychic damage because you're all so immediately disgusted by the fact that you're attached to this person.
Elizabeth drops her spanner on her foot and doesn't feel anything, but is inconvenienced by it nonetheless.
Zos takes a break from looking at the bubble with the micro goggles to just like shoot a look at Saber and then go back to it.
I think Elizabeth would be by herself, but she'd rejoin the rest of the group once she realized that everybody's landing. It's like, I don't know what happened. I just had like the worst. It felt like I had like the worst joke in my head just a second ago.
At least you didn't have to hear it.
I said, wow, you must have some sort of empathic powers.
wow, I am an empath. How could you tell?
Well, I will admit this whole this whole prismatic magic is fairly new to me. Back at home, it was mostly just machinery, science stuff. You can read about that in a book, or at least at school.
Zara will say, "You'll get used to it eventually."
Yeah,
or
it's quite exciting. This is the farthest I've ever been from.
So it seems that like my mental aura is overpowering everyone. And my negative mental aura is beginning to overpower everyone.
What, the negative? The negative? Where?
If that turns around and the rest of the group are too happy or something, Saber will just start saying, "Get off my head! Get off my head! Get off my head!"
Saber spends 2 insult points on accelerated sorcery.
Oh my goodness!
You guys see a ping on the monitor. It seems like the main monitor, you just have received a message that was delivered by someone about 2 weeks ago, so a week into your journey here.
Mm-hmm.
and you receive it. It's on an encrypted channel that can only be transmitted from the Collegia. And it lists some mission parameters for you for this first area. You are supposed to solve whatever plague is going on here, and set yourself up here as set this place up as your base of operations in this nearby area.
Do I know anything about the history of this area? Like how long this colony's been around?
Well, if you would like to know about that, make a culture check.
A culture check, you say?
I'm okay at culture. Not so good. Let's see.
Tell me what you get.
I got a 24 on culture. We both got 24s. We both know exactly the same amount.
Yep.
Yeah. So, there used to be a livable colony in this area, in this solar system, called Gunyum. But there was a ecological collapse that caused the previously desert and tropical and beach environments of Gunyum to turn into a volcanic wasteland. It is believed this may have something to do with an invasive species that appeared there, a creation of the ancient green prismats, a fire elemental.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would cause rapid volcanification.
Like magic, prismatic, genetic modification of some sort of death lava fungus.
Yeah, basically. They're called fire elementals. They are fire elementals. You know the gist.
Can I keep calling them death lava fungi?
Well, nuking them from orbit solve the problem.
Nuking them from orbit
Would that solve
would kill all of them, but it would also
Saber, you should try out that maneuver you were talking about.
It would leave it a volcanic wasteland and then just add radiation.
Yeah,
to the mix.
It would go from volcanic
irradiated
wasteland.
volcanic wasteland.
Yeah, it would go from volcanic wasteland to volcanic wasteland experiencing a nuclear winter.
How about we just import a couple trillion tons of water to the planet and just flood it?
The water, there is still water in the atmosphere. Actually, the Aphrodite station that you're arriving on skims water from its atmosphere. Regularly.
So like the gaseous outpouring from like the volcanic activity has created the super dense atmosphere?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I see.
Do we need any breathing apparatus to be there, or is it totally?
That's a good question. Is it safe to breathe here?
To be on Gunyum, yes. But
the bubble, right.
The bubbles. Aphrodite orbits a gas giant, a Venus-like gas giant called Ishtar that's in the same system. And most of the...
Wait. Sorry. Venus? Sorry, no, what am I saying? Yeah, never mind.
Venus,
I'm shutting up.
I would also like to say Venus is not a gas giant.
Yes, it does have a core. That was my bad. It's not entirely gas.
It's fine.
It has
Hat Films made the same mistake.
Okay. Word. So...
Venus-like planet.
Yeah. So, highly volcanically active planet with extremely dense atmosphere.
Okay, after reviewing this info that we just talked about kind of on my data slate, I turn over to Zara and I say, do you have any idea of the most hard hit parts of the colony? Do you know where we should start?
You see the rest of the message scrolls down. And there is the head scientist on the station, Dr. Chi Win, is a Gunyamian botanist. and she is the person who has the most solid hold on authority in the current state of the colony. And she is one of the people that is suggested to familiarize yourself with.
All right.
Okay. Can I get her name again?
Yes. And I do not know if I pronounced this right.
Is there like a handout or something that we can?
Perhaps you could spell it.
I'm putting it in. There we go. There we go.
So that looks to me like it would be pronounced as Chi Nguyen.
I think it's
Or
Nguyen.
Yeah, I know. We're all pronouncing it wrong. We're all fucking not
Everyone's
Asian.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's Asian here.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Yeah, I was like,
No, I just because I'm related to Asian people doesn't mean I know how to fucking pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Also, I think it's Korean. It's not. It's not even related to you slightly.
So, if anything, we're all racist.
Yeah,
it's like
That's the real
yes, I
lesson
can see the
here.
fluent
I
French.
see. Keen Nguyen?
No,
Wait,
it's not key.
it's
I know
Chi.
that much.
that back
Is
is
it like-
Nguyen, right?
No.
Yeah, that the end is. I know what the last name is. It's I guess
Chi Nguyen?
can't remember with Korean names. I don't know.
We have all just made massive fools of ourselves.
Saber does not care.
Saber is actively racist.
Yeah, so it
Anyway.
is Chi. It is Chi. At least if it was Chinese, which I don't know if it is.
Yeah. So I did pronounce it right.
Probably.
Great. Fantastic.
According to a 2-second Google search.
Great. That's the most I was going to do, so.
Why don't you try citing a source? My source is I made it the fuck up.
My source is the first video on YouTube. It was just words. That's the real question. All right.
My source is the video that inspired YouTube.
It doesn't matter because there's
Yes.
definitely no Asian people in here.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So.
Saber could be. Saber might be Asian.
Oh God.
You know what? Let's say she is. Yeah.
Oh God. Let's say for the sake of argument.
For the sake of argument, Saber was a raging Chinese nationalist.
Oh God. Okay, we're moving on.
Now, Jack, when you say Chinese nationalist, do you mean a member of the nationalist Chinese government, or?
I said we're moving on.
No.
Let's move on.
PlanetSide 2 is racist against China.
Anyway,
Support of breakaway rebel territory of Taiwan.
Oh my goodness.
so not a nationalist. Got it.
China doesn't exist.
Role
Right.
playing in a...
Backwardzification of the Uyghur people is.
Oh God. Anyways.
Yes, let's get away from this hell that we've put ourselves in.
Elizabeth will kind of limp over to Zara and ask, so the mission parameters here say that we're supposed to establish a base of operations. Have we been given an area that we're allowed to just settle in?
Doesn't look like it.
Ooh. Okay.
I guess we'll have to do some negotiations then.
Oh, I hope the apartment complexes have space for my projects.
Sure. Are we supposed to settle some sort of output in like an area of interest, or are we supposed to just find accommodations within the established cities?
I have access to funds from the Collegia, so those should cover any expenses finding a place to settle down. I think it's mostly about establishing our connections within this community.
I see.
Elizabeth will snap her fingers. Networking. Okay, should have said so.
The accommodations are working, or your fingers are working, Elizabeth?
Oh, what this? She'll like look at her hands for a second. No. I'm talking about where we're trying to establish connections with the people here. My fingers are fine. Trust me.
I see. It's hard to tell. I know a lot about biology and physics, but not much about that type of machinery. I thought you were saying maybe it was not working right, or I don't know. Never mind.
Trust me. I'll let you know if something's gone horribly wrong.
We should get going. She should be working in either her lab or among the farms. Let's see. Starts looking over. Basically, like, pulls up Instagram. See where she is, and she's gonna make a computer's check to try and figure out where she is.
Actually, I guess with like prismatics and such, Instagram would probably be like a state communication tool.
Painting is worth 1,000 words.
Just like the Telephone and Twitter.
Yes. It's exactly like that.
Exactly.
I have to check something because I am not sure I remember where she is. Okay, yeah. She says, well, I can't find her. You three, and she'll point out Ajori, Elizabeth, and Zoss. You three go to the her lab, and I will head to the farms. Saber, you'll come with me.
All right then.
And you guys leave the ship.
Yeah.
As you walk out into the bubble, you see that the connections between these massive airships are what looks to be long interlocked glass, in some areas these like tubes that seem to be like be able to fluctuate in and out, like they can bend a little bit.
Bendy tubes.
You guys have to head like 3 airships over to get to where you're going, and Saber, you only have to go 1. We'll start with you. What are you? Saber was the last person I was talking about, so Saber. Saber, you are crossing over towards the next airship. What are you thinking right now in this moment?
I'm thinking, I wonder if I put a bounty on this information on this person on 4chan or 8chan, I'd be able to get much more information.
8chan.
Like, offers the first person on 8chan to give me the information I want, like a Bitcoin or something.
There is no Bitcoin, and there is no 4chan in this world.
Yeah,
there is no spoon.
No, an agricultural-based currency.
50 bushels of grain.
Reddit is the most cringe that I will accept.
Jack is just ripping the fabric of reality.
Oh my god. Probably that, or I don't care. Basically, she's trying to think of other online other channels. Let's say less traditional and more less formal digital channels of information she could use to find out information on the person that they can't find.
Okay. So, would you be looking at like your personal comm unit?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone runs into you. Shoulder into your shoulder, sort of like spills out, dropping a bunch of what looks like files on the ground. And
that's really suspicious, because if I was knowing how weak Saber is, the fact that someone was knocked down by her is very odd.
You see this skinny little android dude.
Android.
And they go, "Hey, what are you doing? Just running into people?" And he'll push you. Come on. Look where you're going. And they'll start packing everything back together.
Man, clankers.
Oh my god.
What did you just fucking say?
Holy!
And
Elizabeth, like 10 miles away, will like cover her mouth. It's like, oh my god, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, we all know that. Oh god.
Zara will sort of turn to face you, and you feel extreme disapproval that you kind of also feel yourself. Yeah, of yourself.
Yeah. Just get out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
And they're like, just, you're so, you, and they just point at you, like stick their finger in your face. You.
Who? The android or?
The android, yeah. You suck. People like you suck. And then just gives you a middle finger and starts walking away.
I'm just gonna laugh at him.
Oh my goodness.
Is the laughter genuine?
Zara's gonna walk over and just like smack you on the back of the head. What do you think you're doing? We're supposed to ingratiate ourselves to the populace, not make them our enemies.
Okay.
Is that all you have to say for your actions?
I'm realizing that androids are people too.
Just now?
Here they are.
Yeah. You haven't been outside very much, have you?
No, I don't know why I'm supposed to be outside of the ship.
Touch grass.
Never.
I have a different idea. We're not going to continue with whatever mission we're supposed to be doing. Your friends will finish that. We need to deal with your problems right now. And she's just going to grab you by your shoulder and start leading you off.
I thought you were going to say throw her off the edge of the...
I need to deal with the body problems right now, and then just throw you off the edge.
that would have solved the problem real fast.
First session told Prismatica we go rogue. Fun games plans.
So, you three, are you heading over to Dr. Wynn's office right away, or do you do anything else beforehand?
Well, what do we
can.
exit? Is this like a bustling place?
Yeah, I want to meet the people.
People moving back and forth. There seems to be a couple different areas. There's the docks, which you guys are currently on. There's about 5 airships that constitute it. 3 of them are more industrial, so stuff arriving that is in bulk arrives there. The one that you arrived in was clearly more of a people moving place. There's also the Ganyamian Cultural District, which is basically like a place where most of the locals hang out. It sort of copies some of the styles that existed on their homeworld until it was yeeted. And there's the research district, there's the industrial district, and the farms. Yeah.
Yeah, so the farms, and we're on the docks right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Farms would probably
going
be...
anywhere, going to another district takes 2 hours no matter where you are, because it's easier that way for me.
You don't necessarily have a deadline, do we?
No, not necessarily.
I mean, it's definitely no Prismatica, but there's definitely some life here.
It's amazing. It's actually... I was kind of afraid to say it to her face, although I suppose she's going to hear this now, but I've never actually been off Homeworld, so this is really exciting.
That makes the 2 of us. I was never deployed. I only ever lived in Argenhold and then moved to, Prismatica when we schooled together.
Well, welcome to the wider galaxy, then.
Yeah,
How about you, Ashtori? Have you spent much time off-world?
Some, yes, mostly for touring or looking for inspiration for songs or looking to learn old songs that have been mostly lost to time.
I see.
Elizabeth is gonna look at Sauce like he invoked bloody murder. Like, of course, he's been all over the place.
I just kind of look away and I'm like, I guess I am a little out of touch.
One of these days, we're gonna sit you down and we're gonna make you listen to some of his greatest hits. No offense, Ajori, but and Elizabeth's gonna like list off like a random list of all of your like early discography and claim that it's the best.
The bats.
Don't worry, I'll be properly
is really
starstruck
bad.
soon, Ashori.
So, we should...
Well, our woman's in the research district.
Yes.
There's plenty of places to visit. It says something here about the Ganyaman Cultural District. I'm not quite familiar with their people. This isn't their homeworld, is it?
No, there were some ecological challenges that drove them up into the atmosphere, but I'm sure a lot of what was lost isn't entirely lost,
Oh, I see. Wow. It's amazing to see the Perseverance kind of creating a new life up here.
Yes,
You want to go check it out?
well,
What do you think, Ashori? Are you worried about the paparazzi?
not so much worried, but I do think that perhaps we should we should probably look for information and, answers from wherever we can get it. And certainly I think the Ganyaman might have some amount of experiential knowledge that maybe the rest of the people here don't. So asking them about what they know certainly could be helpful, but we should probably not be too blunt or offensive about it. Thank goodness Saber isn't here.
Elizabeth will chuckle nervously. Oh, she's a wild one, that Saber. I'm sure she's great once you get to know her better.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, cultural district or agricultural district?
I would really like to visit the Gnyaman, but it's up to you guys.
Well, we should go to both, as well as the research district.
Of course.
Quick question, Gabe. Which district are we in right now?
The docks.
Docks.
Docks, right. I'm a goof. All right. So, yeah.
You can also pay a credit to get between districts in 10 minutes.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to meet Key, but I don't mind to stop.
Yeah, there's so much new stuff to see. It'd be kind of a shame to just blast all through it, you know?
And I'm
Indeed.
sure Saber's taking her sweet time getting acclimated, so.
At this point, do we just feel like a wave of regret from Saber?
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, Saber ends. Well,
Probably,
first you feel a wave of racism, and then you feel a wave of regret, followed by a reflected wave of regret.
God, I just felt a sudden wave of unsubstantiated hatred against a certain group of people here. Androids?
Less hatred and more annoyance that they weren't paying attention. You think clearly.
Oh, that was the empathetic link. Yeah, I thought that was really strange.
Well,
Androids are they're such wonderful beings. They're really really great to work with too. Don't take well to jokes.
so if we're going to go to all of the districts that might have answers for us,
kind
which
of a
I think we
stereotype.
are,
Kind of a stereotype.
well, Zara and Saber were going to the farms, so I suppose we can leave the agricultural region for last. So, and I'll look.
Still. Oh, sorry.
I'll look down because I'm freaking 10 feet tall or whatever.
Oh yeah, people are sort of like crowding around you guys because singers are like super rare.
Yep.
Off of Zajamon. So people are like crowding around you and like saying prayers, like you're a sign of good luck.
Yep. I am used to this.
Yeah.
So, we should probably. Well, it's up to you two. Where would you like to go first? We could go to the research district or the cultural district. We'll go to both eventually.
The cultural district might have some sort of, I don't know, museums or generational knowledge. I mean, if the planet fell apart due to ecological collapse, I don't think it's a stretch that. I mean, I certainly hope not. And this is just a fringe possibility. But on the case it is somehow related, maybe it would be good to get a sense of maybe any sort of memories of what it was like before it fell.
Yeah, think of it as like tourism and doing our research.
Cultural district it is.
What Elizabeth said.
We could probably, if we're covering, do we want to pay the credits, or we can walk?
Is it 1 credit per person, or 1 credit for the 3 of us?
1 credit per person.
All right.
Oh yeah. Don't walk like peasants.
So you guys walking?
Sounds like we're
Oh,
walking.
wait, we're walking?
Guys, cross 4 bridges.
But
Get over to the cultural district, and it is these large trees growing out of the base of this airship up into the air. 3 of them have that reddish round on them, but there's like 30 that don't. And among the trees are these basically like boardwalks around the place, and they're built like multi-layer down the trunk, so that at the base you can just like walk up onto the first one, and yeah, it looks like the Gunyamians once lived in trees. The base of the roots of these trees are like floating atop like this bowl of water. And as you sort of walk up and start to climb into the trees and the tree houses, people walk past you and like glance at you with an eye. The women all have the bottom of their face covered, and the men all have long earrings connecting their nose to their ear, like a nose ring and an earring. And some of them have one, some of them have two, some of them have like up to 3 or 5.
Saber's not there, is she?
No. Thank God.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, they some of them seem to be like, this isn't right, you shouldn't be here. But some of them are like very welcoming and like are welcome you in and start to talk to you. More of them are accepting once they realize that you're just visitors to the station.
When they realize we're visitors.
I try to flag someone down and go like, "Excuse me," like in common.
Yeah. They
Does anybody like?
Yep.
I'm like,
they respond.
do you have anything like a museum or someplace where traditions are celebrated?
We don't have a museum, but I mean, we have a person who's basically like a museum. A Wonky Long. She's on the 3rd floor. Point up through some branches to a larger structure that's built around one of the trunks. She is basically the matriarch. If you want to learn anything,
see visitors? Is that possible?
oh yes, she'll see visitors. She doesn't like settlers.
Well, she has nothing to worry from us then.
Okay. I'm fine with settlers, but she's a
Everyone.
Bit
That is okay. We just need to see her. Thank you so much for your help.
have a good day, and he'll keep walking.
I turn back to kind of Elizabeth and Ashori, and I'm like, so, a matriarch, huh? Should we see her?
Yes. I think we should. She is our best source of information, it sounds like.
I wonder why they were so worried about settlers. I didn't realize. Is there some sort of tension going on here?
I kind of lean in and I go, I mean, no offense, this place is a marvel of engineering, but it is a couple of bubbles floating in the atmosphere. I'm a little confused as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's not quite back on like it is on the Capitol. People usually don't see this kind of thing, at least not near the university district. I mean, I'm excited to meet this woman. She seems to possess the history of their whole people as an important burden. Just, I just wonder what could have caused this friction.
Truly.
Well, shall we make our way there?
You guys head up
Let's.
the tree. 2 floors up to the 3rd. And as you approach the building that was pointed out to you, we're going to move over to Saber. Zara is asking you about your life. and what sort of things you do to relax.
She's just gonna say video games.
Only video games? You don't have anything else? I mean, I do video games. I play video games to relax as well, but nothing else?
No.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
No.
Have you ever gone out drinking?
No. Actually, wait.
Prize fighting?
No, yeah, I have.
Do you like comedy?
Sure.
Okay. Let me see. And she'll pull out like this her personal comm unit and start flicking through things. Here we go. There's a comedy show going on. It says, here we go. It says it's in the Gunyamian Cultural District. We're gonna take and she'll flick some things on her phone. Take a shuttle over there. Come on.
All right.
I'm loving the incel rehabilitation arc.
So they show up like an hour and 50 minutes before we do.
Yep. You arrive in this a little bar set up on the fourth rung on these tree house interconnected tree houses, and there's a guy telling these jokes that seem like very specific to Gunyam. Like you can't understand them unless you're from there.
Completely, yeah. I'm gonna look over at my friend here.
She's buying drinks for you guys, and
like, is she laughing at this?
She seems to be as confused as you.
I love how it's like Zara was like, Saber's super racist. Let's go get some drinks. I'll fix her.
Let's go. Saber's racist. Let's give her alcohol.
It's okay. I can fix him.
So, you said that you like video games. What type of video games do you play?
Flight sims and combined arms, FPS typically. However, and then this is going to go into mostly flight sims and fucking sandbox survival games.
I love FPSs. I love FPSs, gaming sim, dating sims, also, like, especially, like, the really difficult ones. There was this one that I played where, like, you can't win one of the guys unless you, like, pass this very specific route, and it took me, like, 40 tries to get it.
By the way, Saber totally plays dating sims. She just will never admit it. She totally. She really has.
Are you trying to hide any recognition of that?
No. Keep
like,
it wide and vague enough to make it seem like, of course, I would have heard of that game. I know tons about it.
Okay, so make a bluff check.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, why am I supposed to 7 in that? That's impressive. Huh.
Oh no, poor Saber.
Oh, have you played it as well?
Yeah, I looked into it.
Are you? You know I like it, right? It's okay for you to like it as well.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was an all right one.
Okay. Well,
I'm not denying that.
yeah. And she'll just keep talking to you. She's just trying to be like nice, and she'll ask you like why you talk to the android that way. But she doesn't press you on anything.
Because it's their androids are supposed to. They're not supposed to harm. They're not supposed to harm humans, right?
You did run into him. You were on your phone.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to be much more aware and vigilant? For safety
They are
reasons?
just people. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they have any superior perception abilities to us. They're not like, and then she lists like a video game reference that you get of something that has super good perception or something.
Mm-hmm.
Real lazy world building here, Gabe.
Wow.
Whoa.
I can't just automatically come up with a fucking game series that exists in this made up world.
Yeah, they're not like
I haven't
writing.
planned that out. I'm basically trash.
They're like right.
They're not like riding.
No, for real though, this is an incredible amount of world building work you've done. I'm really impressed.
I really thought they were. I mean, it seems kind of like a waste that they wouldn't be. And I mean, I thought like part of like the basic 3 laws of how robots are created that they wouldn't be.
I don't think androids are really robots. Like they do reproduce.
Also,
As
do
far as I
Asimov's laws
understand it.
apply in the world of Prismatica? You know,
They I think they have like fully working. They're like people, but like
yeah, they're not like robots. They're like
Okay,
they're like
apologies.
people. They're fucking synths.
Jack did not catch on this. This whole thing would probably
I
have
know,
not happened.
I do think it would have happened because I think you're so inside. You're like you have never touched grass.
This is true.
You were born on
true.
a spaceship. You lived most of your life on a spaceship.
Yeah.
Even once you got off the spaceship, you're just like mostly still playing video games inside.
Touch grass.
Certified have not touched grass. You're
Certified.
hyper educated in like one specific area.
Yeah, exactly.
Again,
what if she was, okay, you know what? Fuck it. Saber is actually allergic to grass, but she's never had the opportunity to find that out.
as someone
Saber
who
has
is
a
allergic
mild
to grass, as well as
is
every
allergic
other kind
to
of
grass
plant.
pollen, but it is not known to anyone.
I'm actually
undiagnosed.
Jack,
I'm actually allergic to grass as well.
Yes, and as yet another person who is allergic to grass, because apparently that's common. It doesn't matter how thoroughly you try to barricade yourself in. The pollen will find you.
This is vacuum of space. Space.
Someone will carry like one spore of pollen on, and that's it. Hay fever.
I'm sorry, Ben. I gotta turn Ben's volume up just a tad. I don't know why he's turned down.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. For some reason, I have you turned down. And I literally have zero idea as to why.
We're gonna move back over to the other group. You guys approach the structure, and you see as you enter through a doorway filled with like beads.
Oh, quick question.
Running down.
So, can I do something before we enter?
Sure, yeah.
So we're on the third rung up, right, from all these things built on these trees. So I'm going to start off right in front of this big entrance right before we meet the matriarch, and I'll turn to Zos and I say, Zos, I have a bit of a confession to make.
Lay it on me.
I'm kind of afraid of heights. I hope it's okay if you do a little bit of the talking, but I feel a bit weird up at this distance.
You guys all feel very weird up at this distance right now.
Yes.
I kind of look down, and I look back up, and I look down, and I look back up, and I'm like, you know what? I kind of am too.
I mean, with dolls handling all of the gyroscopic rotation, but it feels kind of out of my hands at this point.
No, I'm perfectly certain I could propel myself off of the metal flooring, but yeah, I'm not really used to. Actually, you know what? That wouldn't make any sense for Zos's character. I'm gonna retcon the shit into that. It's like a super fucking tall apartment in Prismatica, so I'm just gonna be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that's fair. It's understandable. I'm sure we'll be in an entirely enclosed space once we enter.
Yes, and anyway, I think I can do quite a bit of the talking as well. I have a way with people.
Oh yeah.
I give a Shori 4 thumbs up.
I will give 2.
Alright.
Team.
I've collected 6 likes on that post.
Let's meet this Wong Kyung character.
As you guys enter through the beads, Ajori has to duck down really low and squeeze through, turning to the side to fit through.
I don't need to squeeze mechanically speaking because I have a feat for that, but yes.
Yeah. Get your way through, and you see sitting at a table using 2 of her hands to hold up what looks like 3 lenses, 2 lenses, and looking over what looks like a carving in the other 2 is a Kasathan woman. She glances up as you guys enter. She says, "Hello? Oh, wow. A singer.
Indeed.
That's a surprise."
I must say, your people have been quite friendly towards me. I can certainly understand why my people aren't a very common sight anymore.
It's true. Do you plan on settling down here? Because I would be... Okay, I know exactly the person to set you up with.
Just, like...
We have, like,
I just, like, make eye contact with Elizabeth and then just say nothing.
So... Yeah, Ajori will be a bit taken aback by that, just because, like, we were told in advance, hey, she's not a huge fan of settlers.
It seems like singers are the exception to that.
Yes. I expected it to be like, you people are coming in here erasing our culture type deal, but no, it's just...
Oops, just racism.
Yeah.
Oops, just racist.
Unfortunately, I'm not planning on settling down anywhere quite yet. I've still got quite a long life ahead of me, but I will keep your offer in mind.
How can I help out?
Perhaps one day.
How can I help out? Sorry, probably should introduce myself. My name's Wong Kilong.
Yes.
What are your names?
I am Ajori. And then I'll, like... what sort of position are we standing in? Like, are the 2 small people, like, to either side of me, or, like, am I on one side?
You'd be in the center, because we planned on you talking.
Yeah, in that case, I'll, like, sort of, like, give, like, subtle, like, body language hint towards...
I do like a not super flashy, but just kind of simple little bow, and I'm like, Zos Newhall.
I'll do a very laid back, unfitting in this situation kind of wave and say, "My name's Elizabeth Chantel. It's nice to meet you."
Making connections.
She sort of like glances over both of you and like clearly does not care about you as much as Ajori.
Wow. So Saber's literally not the most racist one here.
I mean,
It's not racist.
it's culturist.
Singers. No. The singers are like the singers built the world. Like they are the ones who are responsible for all of the great works in the world. Like the truly beautiful pieces of art.
It's not that they're racist.
So
It's that there literally is they're species. It's separate species, and one of those species happens to be rarer,
Happens to be superior.
and more important in the
Thanks for
world.
building a canonical master race into your world, Gabe.
They aren't a master race because they're still humans, which breed like, well,
they're not
they're
humans.
everywhere, and they basically are in charge.
This was my master plan all along, the extermination of the other races to revive the singers.
Hey, roll an insight
yes.
check on Ashori.
Oh my
That was a joke, by the way, an out of character
Rolling
joke.
insight.
I mean, he may want death on all inferior races, but he is pretty charismatic, though. It's more over
do
him.
kinda-
Hey, that's 24.
Yeah.
You gotta tell
You
me
do
if you
get
really
like
want
a
to
good
solve it.
economic policy.
Let's see. Do you think a 37 on that
In the
Diplo check would be
economy.
enough to convince you that, maybe your people really do need to be destroyed for the sake of the future?
You know what? I got it. My bad. Polarizing my own body inside out.
Maybe that black guy with the lightning was right.
Anyway, jokes and joke checks aside.
Yes.
Right, Elizabeth still has to introduce herself.
Wait, I thought I did.
Did you?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got so thrown off by the joke. Anyway.
It is kind of racism. It's just that
it's the Asians are good at math racism.
it's not even that bad. It's like you're rare. I haven't seen one of you recently, and you also literally are massive and could help out a lot around here.
So she wants me for my body, is what you're saying.
Yes, I mean
So-
body and
And token
Importance.
diversity.
Oh, so like it's like Get Out.
yeah, it's like Get Out, except for they don't replace their minds with a surgery.
So it's just like Get Out, but without like the science fiction part.
It doesn't have any science fiction in it.
Of
There's
Get
no
Out.
science fiction in this.
Exactly.
We
Wouldn't
were
want any of that.
No, that would be racist.
we were hoping that you might be able to tell us some more about what happened to your original home. We're here looking into the strange affliction that's been, well, ravaging this place, and if there's any chance that it's related to what happened to your home, then any information you might have could maybe not only help stop it here, but also perhaps help you get that original home back.
Well, obviously I don't know a lot about why the disease is here. But I did notice and I know this is going to sound bad, I did notice a correlation between the arrival of more settlers from the nearby solar systems to the advent of this plague on the plants. And
Very
I don't
interesting.
think I don't think it is a I don't think it's anyone's fault. But I think it may be some sort of foreign soil or something foreign arriving on one of the ships.
Okay, well, while she's saying this, Zoss takes out a data slate and starts kind of typing notes and then asks, do you know what berth they landed in? Do you know if there's any sort of quartermaster we can speak to on the agricultural goods brought in? How
I don't
long
know
ago
about
did they arrive?
I don't know about any quartermaster, but I do know a man who has been causing trouble around the docking district. A ex-smuggler. His name's Zinzaran. I think that some of the stuff he brought in might have been the cause of this problem. His arrival on the station, it pretty much perfectly coincides.
Not so much brought in with a wave of immigration, but brought in with a particular merchant bringing agricultural goods, probably illicitly.
Perhaps, yeah.
Well, thank you.
You should talk to him.
Yes, we certainly will. That's something we wouldn't even have known to look into. Thank you.
I'll be honest.
Okay, this is kind of something that we should have established before. But do I have Zara Prisma's email address or something?
Sure,
do I have any way to contact her on my data slate?
Yep.
Would you follow me back on Instagram?
Exactly. So I'm just gonna send her basically. Okay, I'm basically just gonna send her a DM that says got new lead, heading dock, keep you updated.
You get a message in return that says K, and then a pause. You see the three dots from her typing something else. She sends a message, and it says, I think that I might need some help from someone.
How so?
No. This is from Zara.
Right, this is Zara. You use the same voice, Gabe.
Yes, I did. I think I might need some help from someone. It seems like Saber is very online and probably a little bit racist.
I just kind of I have a look of pained surprise and disappointment on my face.
Not a little bit, a lot of bit.
Oh, Lord. I just kind of do a double face palm while I keep texting, and I'm I kind of say well, Zara knows what we're up to, but we're gonna need to bail her out of whatever the fuck Saber's digged her into.
Oh, all right.
And she'll send you a location, and it's a floor up and a little bit over.
All right, stop by. I kind of squint. Looks like a bar, and then we shall head to the docks.
All right.
Oh, one more thing. I have had a bit of a problem recently, and she's gonna pull out this phone. There's been this guy snooping around my my home recently. If you guys wouldn't mind, could you help me out with it? I might be able to, I don't know, help you get get settled here for however long you're planning on staying.
Is a guy sneaking around your house?
That would be much appreciated.
He's been snooping around my place. She shows an image of a little android dude.
I say,
so
quick question.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Does us seeing that image trigger like a second wave of that initial racism feeling from earlier.
Yeah, you guys actually, you feel a level of recognition for this face that you would not expect of yourself because you've never seen this face before. Like, you knew him in a past life or something.
Right. Let's see. Is there a time of day that he usually comes around? Perhaps we can lie in wait for him?
No, he doesn't. It doesn't seem like it's really associated with me.
Is there perhaps some reason? I mean this most respectfully, of course, but is there perhaps some reason why you haven't brought this to your own guard or city watch or however you do things here? It seems a little.
We don't
I'm
really
happy to help, but it seems odd to ask us.
We don't have a city watch.
Ah, I see.
Okay.
Well, our Prismatic died about half a year ago, and ever since we haven't really had any form of official law enforcement.
Unfortunate. Well, we will do our best to help you then.
We mostly settle disputes, but as far as I can tell, I can't find any public record of this guy.
Perhaps he was... Well, you said that there was a, I suppose now former smuggler. Perhaps...
No, this isn't Zinzeron. I know Zinzeron.
Well, I was going to say perhaps there was at some point some... perhaps he was smuggled in by someone, or perhaps he simply stowed away on some illicit cargo.
Oh, that's very smart. I didn't even think about that.
Huh.
Yes, there are people in dire straits will often do very reckless things, and, well, if there's no record of him, then he's either some sort of fugitive or some sort of, well, I'm not exactly sure what else, but he's either running from something or something that people should be running from, and I certainly hope it's the former.
Me too.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your information. We will try to act our best on it, and if we find anything about this android character, then we'll let you know.
And if you ever need some help getting set up around here, just come to me.
We will. Thank you.
Thank you for your time
Mm-hmm.
and all your help.
And... so I guess now we
Head over towards.
help Saber.
Okay.
It appears our order of business is now. I kind of take a big long sigh, take a big inhale. Help Saber, bail out Zara, go to the docks, investigate the agricultural district, and then stake out the stalker.
You forgot the research district. We still need to talk with that researcher.
That's what I meant by agricultural, but yes, you're right. We're there for the. We are there
This
for
vacation is quickly turning into another job.
This was a job from the start.
Yeah,
The goddamn.
yeah. This was never a vacation. It was never supposed to be. I guess. Well, what am I saying? This was never supposed to be a vacation. We're helping a Prismatic track down a fucking plague.
Oh, I suppose you're right, but it's a new place after all, and I mean, we weren't exactly given a time limit.
Well, the plague itself, I would think, is a time limit.
Something dangerously contagious about that optimism of yours, Elizabeth. I somehow fell into that same mindset without realizing it.
Guys, we just dropped down. It couldn't have hurt to look around. I didn't mean to make light of a dangerous situation. I apologize.
That was supposed to be a joke. Let's just go.
Yes, we should. If we are going to enjoy this place as a tourist destination, we should do so with Zara and Saber.
Sure.
Or at least Zara.
There's no higher crime in the galaxy than leaving a Prismat out of the fun.
We'll see what she thinks of that.
So you guys head over. What do you think? What do you think Saber is doing right now when we arrive? After about 2 hours of like prodding by Zara.
Jack.
I'm honestly kind of not sure. Part of me wants to say she's getting roaring drunk, but then, like, what would that lead to? That lead to her past that just.
I mean, what
passing
kind
out?
of drunk is she? First off.
I'm not sure. Would she just start crying about how lonely she is at this point, or where?
I mean, whatever it
I'm
is,
really
we
not
feel
sure. I'm really I have so many options here. Where's a? Let me. I should have done this earlier. One sec. Let's see. Let's have her start blabbling on about so, you know what? Yeah, she's just gonna she's liquored up. She's gonna start talking about visual novels or something. And I need to drink water. Holy fuck.
Yeah. So as you two are talking about that,
My favorite thing about school days is that
nobody has any favorite things about school days. It's awful.
I know. That's the best part. It makes you no game really makes you hate yourself as much for playing it as much as school day. They managed to get the worst thing, and they managed to make it. What they did for that adaptation is that they chose the worst thing physically possible, and then they put it on television.
Yeah, I don't
Isn't that
understand why you
hilarious?
like that. Do you have?
Fucking hilarious?
Did you have anyone else to talk about this stuff with?
Well, yeah, of course, but like, you're here now, and you love this stuff, right?
I mean, not school days. I do not like school days.
Oh no, nobody does. That's the point.
But
Glass drinks from the wine.
did you leave anyone behind back at home? I know.
No, not really.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of similar. I've never had much of a family or friends. Being from the borderlands, you don't really have people because they're all either dead or most of them are just dead.
Yeah, I technically have a family, although, to be fair, they were always kind of in a pod all the time.
And you start to feel her sadness, which like resonates with yours, and you just start to feel like sad about anything that all of you start to feel sad about anything that you have to be sad about. So let's go down the line. What does Ajori have to mourn at the moment?
To mourn, you say?
Yes.
Nothing much.
Homemade.
Just my people. A large amount of our culture that was like closely tied to being able to do fucking magic through song. You know, the ability to do magic through song, all that. You know. Nothing big. Just, you know, just the thing that, you know, gave my people their name. That's all. That's all I have to mourn.
I took it.
It was me.
And how about Elizabeth? What does Elizabeth have to mourn?
Elizabeth is thinking about the life back home. She's thinking about the years spent kind of aimless and fear that she's going to be left behind. Vague things. She's too young to have had any like serious trauma in her life like that.
And Olin.
Like, do you mean like right now, or in like kind of like a grand sense?
Anything that your character could be sad about. The most sad thing for them right at the moment.
Okay, Zoss right now is actually in a pretty good place. He's like kind of come to terms with his assignment, is like actually realizing that it's kind of like a great fucking deal. But at the same time, Zoss is still kind of torn up about what he's always kind of torn up about, which is he hasn't seen his brother in years, and he really doesn't want to have happen to him basically what have happened to his brother, where he misses his bro, man. He hasn't seen him in years. He's been off just as a fucking space wizard weapon killing people. And I mean, he loves to do that, but that's not what Zoss wanted.
And finally, Jack. What is Saber sad about at the moment?
Upset that he has the oh shit, I almost completely reversed that. I almost said the opposite of what I had meant to.
Saber is upset that she has a significant other. She
yeah,
can no longer be a femcel.
I was gonna say that she has bitches, and I was like, that is not at all. That is the opposite. That is not what is it. That is not what she's upset about. The lack of significant other. Submissive, significant other.
No bitches.
No bitches.
Thou art made in this, Saber.
You are made in this.
Yeah, you guys enter.
It's like that.
You're all crying, like for a reason that you like know, like in the back of your head, like it's the empathic bond.
Really
but
weird.
It also feels like related to you in a weird way. It's like you're all reflecting each other at the moment.
I miss my bro, man. Pouring out the dead homies.
To the Sadness Crucible. This is where happiness goes to die. You have entered the field
and you also
zone.
Kind of feel a little bit drunk, even though you haven't had any.
Right.
And you're just like crying in this comedy bar while there's this Gunyamian man who's like talking about how a crest eater will always shit 3 times in the morning, which is like just meaningless to you guys.
I thought you were going to say something about how crest eater's looking kind of bad though.
From what you could determine, crest eaters are like massive lizards that have horns growing out of them and devour bones.
Okay.
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 But yeah, you guys meet up with Zara, and she's like, "So, what did you find out so far?"
Well,
wiping away tears.
I would
We met with the matriarch of the people here. She said that it seems like this plague started appearing around the same time as a shipment from a now former smuggler. So we have a possible origin. We should talk to him. And Ajori remembers the name. Ben does not.
Oh, Zinzaron.
Oh, dang it! I remembered it. I remembered I wrote it down.
I did it.
His name was Zinzaron, so we have someone to ask about in the docks with regard to that. But she also said that she would be willing to offer us her help in, setting up a base of operations, as you put it, if we did a favor for her. Apparently there's an android who's been snooping around her house, as she put it, and she asked that we catch him and get him to stop.
Oh, yeah, and that actually makes me want to ask this, Zara. I don't know if you have any control over this, but the people here lost their Prismet a few years ago. Can the Collegius...
Yeah, that's why I was sent here.
Oh, so you're the... Wait, so you're gonna be the replacement for this place?
We don't really have enough prismatics to only have me cover this place. I'm covering, I think it's 15 solar systems.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's something at least.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I guess that is it's what we should do as a team, right?
I think we should probably talk to Dr. Wynn, though.
Of course.
I have finally found her location. She just sent 20 minutes ago a Instagram of what seems to be her. Sorry, my mom poked me away. Her studying a soil sample, and it seems like she's in her research lab.
Also, I don't know if we've brought this up yet, but we've also received
hairs on fleek.
Yes, but we should also let you know, Zara, we received a special request from the matriarch of...
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, in my feelings.
That was the boop thing.
I see.
That information was relayed.
Yes.
We get it.
We must bonk the bot to get the boop.
What?
Boop. Base
sorry,
of
what?
operations.
I'm sorry, what?
Based on
Based on what?
Based on what?
Based on
Based on
operations.
D's.
No. These memes are even more cringe because it's been like 10 million years.
Okay, we should get going though. So, if you guys want to get a drink before we go, I can pay.
I think I already felt the alcohol.
Yes,
on the way
I'm
over.
all right, thanks.
Me too.
More wine!
The second-hand buzz from Saber is more
Wait, do
than
they have
enough.
original Four Loko here?
No, you're cut off. That's it.
That's actually banned. as I believe it is in the real world.
Does it believe in real?
What's Four Loko exactly?
Four Loko is like
Is it energy drink and alcohol? Because
a liquor energy drink, yeah.
Yeah,
It is
those
the
are
drink that
illegal.
killed multiple students at Washington State University. That's what it is.
Yeah, as someone who has worked as a bartender, just about every respectable bar, at least in the U.S., will refuse to mix energy drinks and alcohol because those can kill you very easily.
Yeah. Yeah, Four Loko was like a thing that was like sold in places, but then it got legalized.
Apparently, everyone I
it still
know
exists.
at my school, all my classmates who've had it, says original Four Loko was the greatest thing to ever exist. So
It's like actively dangerous.
I know. we're all sailors, so it's kind of doesn't really. Danger is just kind of
stick to your grog and your rum.
What?
Putting things that are liquor in our body is kind of goes along with the job description.
Again, stick to your grog and rum.
I think so. Let's get going. If everyone's had everything they want, and you guys start heading over towards the research lab. I'm gonna drag your tokens out. I'm gonna drag them tokens out. God damn it! Let me drag the tokens out. Yoink. Yoink.
Turkins. Turkin jerkin.
Yoink. Yoink. Can you all see?
Yes.
I see
what
full
I see
fucking
doesn't
darkness.
look good.
You see darkness?
Do we kill those things in the center, or are they?
I just see darkness, Doug.
You just see darkness?
I'm assuming
Let
you
me
don't
reload.
have dark vision.
You should have vision. You have vision, and it should be lit up.
Well, I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
see
know whether
shit.
it's lit or not because I have dark vision. So.
I don't see shit.
Man,
Well,
what
the dark
the
vision is
fuck?
only 60 feet.
Man, what the fuck? Why did that show it?
I don't see shit.
It says it's on daylight mode.
Yeah. Hang on. It might be because I was on top of you. Has that fixed it?
Yo, big fucker. You literally were standing on top of me. I couldn't see shit past your fucking ass.
What,
Oh my
was
God.
that actually the problem?
Damn.
I'm not kidding. He moved and I could see.
Ajori is
My
dummy
ass
thick.
cheeks.
Ashori blinded me with his
blocking
fucking
my
crabby thickness.
comrades.
Hang on. Are you blind
Them
now?
legs.
No, I'm not. I think it was a layer thing.
Okay.
I'm dummy thick, and the width of my ass cheeks keeps
blocks out
blocking
the
line
sun.
of sight.
The width of my ass cheeks blots out the sun.
That 10-foot crab dick in my way.
No.
Why? Why would you say those
say
words?
these
Why would you say those words?
Pure girth. thicker than a bowl of oatmeal.
The thing's
Shut
looking
up.
like a fucking
Everyone,
ancient
shut
redwood.
You see a woman with a robotic left arm, working on a hovering sample of soil. There's a large holographic display that seems to be zoomed into a molecular level. Some sort of electron microscope. However, sciencey, so just looks like a glowing orb.
Science orb.
Science orb.
I roll physical science. I get a nat 20. I still do not understand.
She turns around and
I was expecting
pulls up
one.
a pair of glasses to look at you guys as you enter. And she says, hello, who are you all?
Bless you.
Excuse me,
I
I am dying.
Hello, Doctor. We are a delegation here with Zara Prisma, and we are here
Who's
to
now on
help
the
you
map.
with your current ecological issues. I hear.
Ah, finally the new Prismatic's here. Yes, our ecological issue. That would be helpful. You say you can help? Well, how can you help?
Well, between our knowledge of the sciences, general varied expertises, and Zara's green prismatic powers, I'm sure we could find some way.
Well, this is going to activate a sort of skill challenge. You can influence Dr. Chi.
Yay, social combat.
What am I trying to convince her of?
So
you're convincing her that you're useful, essentially.
Yeah. Basically, we're doing social combat to improve her opinion.
Yeah, diplomacy, life science, or
Physical science?
Physical science, or culture. So those are the 4 that you can use.
Right.
Hog.
You gotta...
It's not that simple. You've got to explain how you're using it, what you're doing.
I'm kidding.
Just put the bonus in the Bagoo.
Since I have done a ton of social combat in one of Gabe's other games, I will sort of be the, model here.
Guiding mentor.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off, and you can just pass if you don't want to affect it negatively if you're not good at any of those skills. We'll start with Jack on the bottom layout. It's diplomacy, physical science, life science, or... Oh, I forgot medicine. Medicine and culture.
Oh, well, let's get my character sheet up.
If you're not good at any of those, you can just stay quiet and let someone else do the talking.
And you need to pass 4 of these checks.
Physical science, life sciences, diplomacy, culture. So I have a +8 in culture.
And you need to explain to me how you are using that skill.
I think I'll just stay quiet.
Okay, cool. Ben.
Alright. Since it is my best skill, I will go with diplomacy. And the way I'm going to go about that is by saying... well, actually, if I were to lean into, how we've already managed to get some amount of information about a possible origin point from the matriarch of the what's it called, people? Would that be culture or diplomacy? I think diplomacy.
Yeah, you can do either in that case.
So, yeah. So I'd say something like, we've already managed to find a probable origin point. There's a, I think now former smuggler who, according to the matriarch, one of his shipments coincided with the start of this plague. So it could very well have come from whatever he brought in, whether it was placed there by someone deliberately or not. Knowing where it started and where it might have come from, I'm sure that will be of great help to you. And that will be a diplomacy roll. Oof, that's a pretty bad roll.
Pathfinder moment.
Yep.
Made this game anyways.
Yeah, she seems to appreciate saying, this isn't entirely new information. I knew that Wonky Long was had some sort of belief that it was Zinzaron that was responsible, but I mean, they're exes, and everyone knows she doesn't. She doesn't like him very much. But if his shipments coincide with the arrival, that actually does point to something more suspicious. And yeah, so you have passed one, and you got 5 or more, which means that if you guys manage to succeed in this conversation, you will get a better than just a success. So Al, we're gonna move over to you.
All right. Elizabeth will contribute to this to proving that we're valuable, kind of inadvertently. So my idea is that I want her to spot something that Dr. Nguyen is working on, and casually note her expertise in the field by using physical science.
Yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and roll that up.
A 31.
Damn,
Nice.
good. Yeah.
So is there what's she currently working on? What was the orb?
She's examining and its contents.
Sorry, you cut out there.
A soil sample and its contents. So the different chemical makeup.
Oh, a neuroscopic chemical analyzer. That's pretty nice. Looks like the equipment out here is pretty sophisticated. And I'll list off a bunch more details about it.
She doesn't respond to that one, but she does seem impressed by your knowledge in the area. Olin.
I'm going to kind of take a similar tact that Elizabeth took and say, like, well, we'd love to help out bouncing off ideas we can involving possible sources of the contaminant. You know, we know that we can rule out things that aren't possibly spaceborne. We could rule out things that aren't and just start listing off basically a symptoms list of things that could possibly be responsible, like life forms that could or could not make that kind of journey.
Okay.
Basically just bouncing off theory sprouts off. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a.
I'm gonna do a life sciences because.
Would have assumed as much.
That's bad. Damn, that was a bad roll. So it's only 17.
17 luckily isn't 5 or less.
5 or less means you can't attempt with that skill anymore.
Yep.
Was the DC of this 20? Do we know? Probably not.
You don't know at the moment. No. She says, I have already covered those bases. It's something more complicated. I don't know if it has anything to do. I'm thinking maybe microbes from some area, some sort of foreign contaminant, maybe whatever Zinzaron was bringing in. And yeah, she just sort of acknowledges what you were saying, but keeps going. She doesn't seem very impressed by it. Maybe it's because this is her
sci-fi mumbo jumbo that Olin doesn't know because it doesn't exist in our world, but Zos would know.
Next
Star Trek technobabble.
I mean, just ask Gabe. A, he made this setting. B, he's an actual biochem person.
That's true.
That means I am. Okay.
Yeah, but this isn't
I don't know much about
biochem. This is
it's environmental. It's environmental sciences. It's not biochem.
It's also space fantasy biochem, environmental science.
Biochem is a few steps closer than any of the rest of us.
That's probably true.
This most definitely.
Next up, Jack.
What about Zara? Did Zara?
Oh yeah, Zara can roll. Zara's just going to be friendly,
medicine, right?
Well, she's the prisoner.
Zara's just going to be friendly and roll Diplo. Yeah. Well, there you go. Wynn seems to appreciate how upfront and generally just kind Zara is. Zara compliments her nice hair and tells her that she liked her Instagram post earlier. Next up, it is Jack.
I'm really not sure what to do here. I was thinking of maybe... Well, I'm thinking of maybe just shutting up for now, but of maybe doing a knowledge check in relation to seeing if there would be some sort of vehicle that would be best used to do whatever, to actually execute whatever the planned solution to this problem would be.
Yeah, it might be a problem. The only problem is like, it's a good idea. The only problem is like they don't really know what the solution is yet.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yes.
So yeah, just gonna maybe look into what resources are around, what kind of shipyards, or I mean places you could get a rental, or companies in the area that would be able to just what options are out there.
Okay. So you're looking around online.
Looking
go ahead and
around online.
Make a computers check.
Computers check. And then I think for what was it? Fucking specialization? I can. Oh, what was it? It's specialization.
I think it's your like, not trait, the background thing.
Yeah, the background specialization.
Yeah, that one.
No, theme knowledge. That's what it is.
Theme knowledge. Yeah, there you go.
Theme knowledge. So let's see. You know about every single thing. Let's see. Pilots. Piloting is a class skill. Get a +1 to piloting checks. For. Yeah, was it for reduce the DC of culture checks to. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it would be a lower DC. It would be a culture check with the DC lowered by 5.
Okay,
right.
Go ahead and roll that up. Okay. Yeah, you've gotten in contact with, or locked down like a couple different places that you could basically like. The
most accessible, amendable, and flexible of certain types of industrial companies.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
You have connections now within the vehicle purchasing. Industry.
I know who to call if I want to get something done.
Yeah. Who's that fucking guy in GTA? I don't remember his name.
I don't know.
Who's that fucking guy?
I just know that. Artemis Towboat is the one that we gotta call if we want to move objects of X size.
Ben.
Yes. Hey, Roman, let's go bowling.
So I am going to I keep seeing the 15 from Intimidated, and I keep having to remind myself, nope, can't do that. Also, I have the hidden bonuses to Diplomacy that make it higher than that anyway.
I did feed her dinner.
You did? You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Is Lily hungry?
No, she's not hungry. She's just pacing. Because my mom isn't sitting down right now.
Yes. No matter how big they are, lapdogs are always uncomfortable without a lap.
It's true.
Even if they are the size of a couch.
She can stretch out to cover like half the couch. Very long dog.
Yes.
Lily. Go ahead and take your turn.
So, I am going to once again take a diplomacy route. This time, I think I'm going to focus on the angle of, while you're, working here in the lab, we can be out there gathering information, both in the form of samples, but also in, asking people, like if they've just made any casual observations. We can basically cast like having more people helping you means casting a wider net, and even if it's, even if most of the stuff we learn you already know, there's still the chance that we might, dig up something that's new. Heck. Well, I fail, but I don't fail by 5 or more, I assume.
That's true, yes.
So, yeah.
She says, yeah, it's a good point. Good point. But I do have Larv over here and Lorcan to go check those things out if I need to. And she points over to these two who are also standing by. This guy looks like an older mercenary. He's got like this eye patch over his eye. And some other scars like traced across his face. Probably someone who fought in the Border Worlds. And Orkin is just another scientist-looking guy. He's examining some other sample. One of these other science orbs.
Pondering the science orb.
Pondering the science orb.
Aw, Lily.
All right. So,
No orbs.
Al.
All right. So Elizabeth's been thinking about it for a bit. If we're trying to prove a correlation between the dirt samples and and this trader guy, if we don't know the exact time, we're having trouble sourcing the exact time of this disease, the arrival of this diseased dirt samples, these crop samples. We can use radiogenic sampling, can't we? I mean, I'm not sure if the equipment here is designed to do that, but I could probably jury-rig something with my engineering skill, and then we'd be able to learn how long they've been exposed to solar radiation in their current position. So we know, essentially, since the last time since they've been placed down there. Oh, sorry, I used the wrong word. The actual science is called exposure age.
Radiogenic.
Yeah, that's the other one. That's how long it's been since it's actually formed, which wouldn't help us. But
okay,
exposure
go ahead
age would help.
Go ahead and make a physical science check, I believe.
All right.
Wow! Oh, whoa!
Zam.
Okay.
Bark.
You've proved your usefulness. Here.
Bark.
Let me show you something. And she'll walk you over to one of the other science orbs.
Ponder.
Just
walk
wait
all
until...
of us, or just...
Yeah. Go ahead, come with.
Join
Go ahead
us.
and walk over to the science orb.
Ponder the orb, my brothers.
Gather round by the science orb.
Just wait.
What at all?
Just wait until you have your own science orb. Every child deserves a science orb.
Get your science orb today.
Wait, does
she will
Christmas exist in this universe?
She will tell you that essentially, as you're walking over, the blight arrived right after the most recent influx of immigrants. It causes food to lose its nutrient value and leaves it red and black blotches all over the plants. She mentioned that they've only succeeded in eliminating the blight by torching the sections that are infected and salting the ground, like classic, getting rid of blighted plants, burn it, and then destroy the soil.
Kill it with fire.
And she will also pull from the science orb that seems to be like a replicator from Star Trek, so like it can create matter. She'll pull out 5 access pass cards and hand them out to each of you. This should give you freedom of movement throughout the colony ships. They each have 200. Yeah, allows you to fly.
Yeah.
200 credits
Gmod,
on
no
them.
clip.
That 200 credits that will only be able to be spent here. Should help you get lodging and food and transport on the shuttles. And I have 4 people that you should probably talk to. You've obviously met Wonky Long already.
Yes.
Zinzeron would be important to talk to. He is well, he's annoying. He's not very he doesn't listen to anyone or really care about anyone's opinion.
Sorry, Lulu.
And he tends to just assume that whatever he says is right. Let's see. There's also Non-Palik. He is he's a soil specialist. He's a bit obsessed with it. Doesn't really talk about anything else. And he would probably be down in the agricultural district. That'd be the place to find him. And then there's Tuck. You probably won't find Tuck anywhere. He's an android. He's
An android,
he's the
you say?
expert around the place. He knows about everything going on. He's a bit of a weirdo. I don't think that Tuck is his actual name.
Where can we find him?
I don't know. Like I said, he'll probably find you if you go poking around for stuff.
Well, we'll keep an eye open. So that was Tuck. Sorry, out of character. I blanked on the
Tuck,
soil
Zinzeron,
specialist's
and-
name.
Non-Palik. Non-Palik. Here we go. I can copy it. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Huh? Boom, 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 boom. Yeet. And then there's Zinzeron. Got both these names. Copy, paste, boom.
And then Tuck. Was there? Oh yeah, and we already met the 4th,
Yeah.
which was the okay.
Wonky Long.
Okay, awesome.
So I vote that we send Jack to deal with Tuck, or Saber. This is out of character joke again.
No, not the way.
No, I would not. I'd probably go, like, get a massage or something and then just say, oh no, it wasn't productive.
Well, I mean, as well, like, we can't find him. He'll find us.
Oh.
As you guys are standing here, like talking about like what you might be doing next, Elizabeth, could you give me a perception check?
Okay. Yes, I'm currently my mind right now. I'm building the schematics of this soil analyzer and how to jury rig this. So my mind's kind of wandering, not really paying attention to the conversation. But then let's see. Enough so that I see something going on.
Yeah. So your exocortex kind of like reacts to something before you notice it. But you glance over and you see that these two animals over here that, well, first of all, they seem to be like contained within a force field. And there's like mechanical apparatuses that can take samples from their body and stuff like that, but they're locked in this cage together. And they start to grow what looks like very restless, very quickly, like they're reacting to something that you can't see. And then all of a sudden, the power goes out, and all of the lights go out in the place. And then as they flicker back on, you see that the force field is gone. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Where is
Oh
initiative?
no!
There it
The
is.
force field is broken.
Oh no, the force field is broken.
Every time I... Oh, god damn it, that's a stupid meme.
Every
That
time.
meme is like the greatest fucking meme of this generation. My brother just sent me a fucking
How can you say that in
a
this...
fucking tables broken meme about the Bronze Age collapse.
Who the fuck are non-Polleek and Zinzaron again?
Non-Pollock is the soil expert. He's just obsessed with soil.
Dirt.
He's a dirty boy.
Such a filthy boy. He's one dirty motherfucker.
He's a dirty motherfucker. And
do things to mothers.
Is initiative like where is that up?
Yeah, it will be in a second. I'm just there. What the fuck?
What is
Roll initiative? Or
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again.
What about the civilians? Do they get initiatives?
No, they're going to run. Saber. It's your turn.
Surprising. Well, really shouldn't be, but I see it like just there, but
Yeah, there's
doesn't-
two big animals,
Yes.
infected animals.
Yes.
I'll be able to actually see them, and then I'll shoot. Well, these things are. We clearly want to destroy these things, right?
No, they were
Yeah.
researching them.
Well, preferably
not let them kill
Yes.
your allies.
I can move
Destroy
30
if
feet,
necessary.
right?
Knock out if possible.
I actually don't know how non-lethal works.
I'm
Because
assuming it's
why
like
would we
5e.
use non-lethal? It's capping time, people. It's capping time.
Wait, Gabe, could you say the only thing you know for real is that there will be blood shed?
I am seething. Seething. A very angry boy.
The only thing I know for real is that there will be
Yeah,
blood shed.
Gabe, non-lethal works like 5e, which
It
is
works like 5. Okay, so you just get to
fucking
choose.
stupid.
Okay, got it.
Well,
Cool.
no, it's not that it. Well, I mean, it is like you take -4 to deal non-lethal, but also like you don't track it separately. It's
Yeah.
like if you reduce someone to 0 with
Actually, because you're using that weapon, you reach for your laser pistol. It's not there. It's not in the holster.
What the fuck?
what? Oh, we got pickpocked.
So instead, you pull out your thing. Which one are you shooting? One in the
Oh, that one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you fire your shot off, and it punches like a dent into this thing's body, and it stutters backwards a little bit, and lets out this roar. Elizabeth.
All right. First things first. Doll.
Oh, no.
Save that schematic for later. Oh.
Your name is my mom's name.
Oh
Chantal.
no.
Yeah.
I clicked out because Adam posted someone and I see Nikki.
God damn it.
Oh, base.
So Chantel will tell Doll to I need you to enter the local computer data structure. Look for any kind of security system. We don't have time to ask for permission. I need to see whoever took our things is still in the building. So can I do a computers check?
Yeah. Go and make a computer.
All right. And this is the I'm having Doll outside of my system, so it's not an action thing. Computers. No, not computers.
No computers.
No
There aren't any
computers.
computers.
No, it's that like
I'm
the
afraid I
meme
can't
of the
do that.
fucking guy from iRobot. The robot from iRobot saying no.
Sorry, Elizabeth. Try getting pussy
Oh my
instead.
Meta this, meta that. Have you ever met a man before?
Goodness.
Yeah, Doll is incapable of doing what you requested.
Could I have him do attempt
Yes,
over multiple
you can.
times, or is that like we're bricked? Oh, okay. Okay, so over time. Hopefully, they will not have escaped by that point. All right, I am going.
I need to access computer cameras.
Okay.
Computers.
I'm going to move. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get a good shot on these guys. They're big, so if I get a clear line of sight to any of their corners, can I hit them without cover? Is that how that works?
You gotta hit them. You gotta hit all corners. You gotta get all of them corners. If you get 2 corners, they have soft cover, so it's a +4 to AC.
And how do I aim from a corner again? Like what key input is
You
that?
go to the left.
Oh, snap
bar,
to
snap to corner. On the ruler.
All right, so I got 1 corner, I got 2 corner, but these other 2
Do not have red corner or. I think you can hit that one.
Okay, so is it is 3 corners
you
just
have
a minus 2
corners, so that would be a minus. No, it's a +2 to their AC.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, here comes, and we are overcharging as normal. So I quickly take out the little project I was working on and reassemble it back into my weapon, and then take a shot.
Okay.
Ooh, there you go. And that is the first. That is the first crit. So we get to learn crit effects. So my weapon is because it's the Corona laser rifle. That means it has
it gives them
burn
COVID.
effect. Oh, well, yeah. Well, God. But yeah. So
9 points of damage,
You
and then
light
at the start of their turn,
creature on fucking fire.
at the start of their turn, they're gonna take 4 points of fire damage.
Elizabeth's gonna look down and say, "Ooh, I wasn't supposed to do that," and then that'll be the end of her turn.
Oh, spicy.
Zara is going to spend a lot of prismatic points to throw a bomb, essentially, into that little area of lightning and cold damage.
I cast bomb.
You want it?
Kaboom.
1.5 times the amount of damage that it did. So it's 7. Wait, did her go up and I forgot to level that up? I might have done that. Make have done that. Yep, I did forget to do that. So that is an extra 3. It's 15 points of damage. A half if they succeed on a reflex save. Reflex save. Yoink. Yoink. One of them will fail, one of them will succeed. The one that you shot fails, Elizabeth. So it is looking very injured.
Nice.
Zoss, it is your turn.
Damn, really zossing on him. Okay.
What is... What do you mean?
To Zoss on someone used to throw a giant piece of metal through them, killing them instantly.
So do you zossed on him.
Understands. Somebody out here understands, and it's not Gabe.
He really had to zoss on a motherfucker.
I see them doing their thing. And I kind of go, Doctor, get behind us. And
Doctor,
Doctor, get behind me.
Get behind me.
I was trying to do the heavy voice from TF2.
She will do so. She moves behind you.
Oh, does she have an initiative, or is she not?
No, she doesn't. I'm just having her act.
And I take a shot at this one with the pew pew.
You have a pew pew? Go ahead and take your pew pew.
Holy shit. YouTube just suggested a Vanos game
32, 30, damn! Two of my rolls got
He has
how many
25
corners-
million subscribers.
How many corners can you see of this man?
I can move if not. If I can't see that many corners, I'll literally just move.
Okay, go ahead and move to see how many corners you can see.
That should be able to... Right? Because... How many corners do I need to see?
Well, he has a +4 to AC. Sorry, I can't. No, I don't want any swoop. Soup.
My goodness, he's still playing.
You can
Black
see
Ops
2 of his
3.
corners, I believe, from that
No
position.
way.
So he would have
I can
a
see
+4 to
2
AC.
corners.
Yeah, so you would have a
Black
+4
Ops
to
3 Zombies uploaded
let
February
me see if
6th,
that hits.
2022.
27 will still hit. So that is 32 points of damage. Fucking paint the walls with this thing's blood.
Sauce.
Just head explodes as a metal shard flies through it.
Okay, I'm at two yee points.
And that is Zoss's turn. This one is going to charge at Elizabeth.
No!
Like so.
Wait, where the fuck is Elizabeth? Oh, she down there?
Yeah, I went down.
And make a bite attack. That is a crit
Oh,
I'm
for
crunched.
17 points of damage.
okay. Is there any special effects?
And yes, there is.
Question, does this count as a significant enemy?
This is a significant enemy. Understood. Cool. And I need you to make a fortitude save
Okay.
now.
Oh no, you infect.
I have an okay for it.
Hey.
Okay. That's good. You are A-okay.
Excellent.
Other than the 17 points of damage.
70 points of stamina damage.
Ajori. It is your turn.
Right. Can I charge? And what are the benefits of charging?
I don't think there are benefits.
In that case.
There is no it's a -2 to the attack roll.
Yeah. I will 5 foot
Is
step.
that so? Is that so?
5 foot step.
Shit.
And woof woof bork bork.
I'm gonna have to walk this dog soon.
This dog wilded.
I am
Dog
gonna
is-
full attack.
Full attack then. Do it!
Oh,
See how I care.
This dog
Oh,
got a
dear.
sauce.
Yeah, 24 is gonna crit. So your first attack, it like deflects off of its scales, and then your second attack, you just crush it into the ground, and it splatters out green goo on you and Elizabeth. And I
Good
need
fucking
you both
sauce,
to
man.
make saves again.
Oh.
oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ajori,
The table.
your bones, which in your case are partially outside of your body,
They are mostly outside.
begin to liquefy.
What?
You take 1 constitution damage. That's all. And with
Situation's been
that,
diffused.
we are going to call a 10-minute break because I need to walk this pooch.
Okay.
Walk that goddamn pooch.
Walk this pooch.
Walk this pooch.
So, hang on. How do I put the con damage into my sheet?
I don't have a clue. We'll figure that out.
I think I'll just have to decrease my con score and keep in
Wait,
mind.
isn't there?
hold
There's
on.
a drain section, isn't there?
Oh, there might be.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Although, I'll actually, hang on, let me test something. Okay, yeah, the penalty section, you just put it into the penalty section. I was confused because it looked like it was just reducing my modifier, but that's because I have, yeah. Anyway, take Lily for a walk. While my bones turn to milk.
Do a little walking. So how's everybody doing?
I'm watching the first VTuber clip I've watched in about several days.
Good.
You're watching Vanos again?
For you, you're
Oh.
you're slowly weaning yourself off, I guess.
No, the first VTuber. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, sure. I haven't watched VTubers in a while. It's been Ukraine constantly for the last. How many? What's the 28th now?
Yeah.
So
See, the thing I remember most about Vanos is that, like, back in the old days, he made like a video about Black Ops or something. Vanos crew says N-word compilation. Anyways,
Fantastic.
Saber moment.
I remember seeing
Saber's a Thanos game.
I remember seeing Vanos like he did like a vlog or something, and he's just like this huge fucking Asian dude. It's like Chad, who's ripped and tall, and he's like a pro hockey.
Okay, I must correct you. The term is Chang for Asian Chad. It's
Shut
Chang.
the fuck up, Chad.
I am not. I am wrong. I am
Racist
right.
character
I
doesn't
am
mean just
correct here.
fucking Chad.
You
I am factually correct. That is what they are referred to.
source? I made it up.
Source? Source? Let me get one. Source a ContraPoints video.
Source, a Google search and page 13 of results totally finds something I agree with.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that American media is now comfortable with depicting Asian Chads as like the atypical like high school bully now. Like we're really making progress where Chinese people can also be the douchebags, which is
What a time to be alive.
what a time to be alive.
You know,
That's
about
definitely the
like
most
a
like,
month
pressing cultural
before.
development.
I was okay. So in my translation class, I was scrolling through scholarly journals about the transition that it takes for an ethnic group in America to be considered white, and about a month before, because Italians and Greeks were not considered white until like the 30s, and like so were most Slavs, and eventually they just kind of and Jewish people, eventually they were considered, they gained the status of white in American culture, and weren't really discriminated against, and racist groups started accepting them somewhat, depending circumstantially, and that kind of stuff. And about a month before coronavirus, I saw an article that was published that was like speculating why Chinese people are next.
Oh.
And this was like 3 days into COVID, and I was like, oh man,
Not anymore.
oh man. If you waited 30 days,
If only you knew how bad it
if
was. See, when regular people are like depressed about the state of the world, it's like, okay, I can understand that. But when 4chan says no, everything actually sucks, that's when I get worried.
if only you knew how bad things
If only you knew how bad things really were.
Oh my god, I saw a great image of Zelensky with that 4chan post on his podium.
Hell on earth.
I saw this post like a year ago where it was like, go to hell, and then in parentheses, Ukraine written after it.
Step 1. Also, how dare... okay, serious meme discussion here. What is the best meme of all time? Because oh no, the table, it's broken is pretty good. But I would make a pretty strong argument.
I think Damn Daniel is a strong...
I feel like Warren's injecting That's a punishable offense, bringing that one to table.
Banned. Server muted.
That's a fucking... I dare say it, and fucking Allah forgive me, but that's a Chungus deer meme. That's a fucking deer meme, that's what it is.
Allah forgive me, that is a Chungus.
For what I must do. but yeah, so I would make a strong argument for the troll face. I like the evolution of the troll face. I think it's gone through a renaissance of sorts, if you will.
If we're okay, I feel like it really depends on how we're defining the metric of best, because best is a very kind of ephemeral statement, but I feel like if we're defining best as most influential, it's got to be Pepe.
I think that's probably fair.
Yeah, like, Pepe is just so good. You can apply it. You can apply it in so many things in daily life.
That's a different metric. That's what I'm saying. If we're applying good as in most universally applicable, I'd pick something else. But if we're talking about the most influential, like the one that like has changed culture the most, probably Pepe.
Tell me, Crane, what makes a meme good? What makes a meme dank?
Oh my god. I'm looking through this other channel, this other Discord server's That Was Based Best Of channel, and I see this 4chan post and putting it in a downward spiral.
Hell. Hell on earth.
Honestly, if we're talking like... But then again, it depends on what you qualify as a meme. Like, are we only considering memes that are accompanied by an image? Or are we considering viral sayings as well?
That is the 4chan lifestyle right there. I shitpost, I die.
Someone new. I shitpost, I die, I go to hell. Yeah, I think it is curious. I don't actually know, now that I think about it, what constitutes the best meme. I think if you think about it, at their core, memes are the ideologue equivalent of genes. They're passed on, right? So and like the technical sense that the idea of the meme that existed before internet memes is like ideas that persist within our culture. So I think how influential a meme is actually the most important metric of how good of a meme it is. Because if
you think about it though, critically, memes are cringe.
no.
Gabe.
That's if you think about it uncritically.
No. Do you
Critical
It's a
race
joke.
theory, more like
Do you
critical face theory.
do you understand why it's a joke?
I do.
Okay.
No.
I just said that memes are cringe.
Things being cringe is a meme.
While I was saying, yeah.
What?
Never
I was
mind,
doing a meme while I was okay. Doesn't matter.
What are you saying? What are you?
Who am I? Who are you? Okay.
So yes, real quick note.
Ability damage Starfinder.
What is?
Yeah, I put it in. I just put it in the penalty column, so I've worked it out. I couldn't tell whether the penalty was just applying like to the modifier or to the score, but I figured it out.
Okay. So it affects fort saves. If you have 2 damage, you lose stamina points. Yeah, it's like Pathfinder, bloody damage. Okay, cool.
That's a shitpost, yeah.
Well, the 2 creatures seem to be dead. Lorcan comes running over and he's like, "Damn it! Did you have to kill my specimens? I mean, fair, they were gonna kill all of us, but damn it!"
I'm sorry.
I immediately take out my fucking harvesting kit and I'm like, let's collect samples while we can.
I think
still
you might have a new specimen right here, and you just look over and like my exoskeleton is sort of like wilting and dripping off.
Make another computers check because Doll's still working on the thing that you wanted.
Okay. Come on, doll.
Can I make a life sciences check with my xenobiology? Oh, sorry.
Complete polar opposites. You get the 1 first and then the 22nd.
Doll's just like, oh, fine.
It is only there are only you guys in the building, basically. Everyone in this room are the only people that are in the building.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I don't know if I need to do another check for this, but I want to check anyone who's entered like administrative controls for the building's power in the past 30 minutes.
There was someone, but whoever it was, they didn't leave a trace that Doll could pick up on.
Damn. Okay. Well, in that case, let's attend to our friend here who is very hurt.
It also seems to be that only Saber is missing anything. Nobody else has been pickpocketed.
Well, I guess that kind of that narrows it down who it could have been.
Yeah, not Saber.
Yes, exactly. This is like Al's campaign in high school where Jack was the secret final boss until he decided not to be.
Certified high school D&D moment.
It really was.
Yeah. So, what would you guys like to do?
Well, is there anything we can do to heal the temporary damage, or at the very least, just like in characters address it?
I think that Zara might be able to.
Are we talking to the creatures or about the creatures?
No,
we're talking about
me. My exoskeleton is liquefacting.
Oh shit! Is it like a condition that's causing that?
No, it
Failed
was
a
this
fort
thing's
save and
death blast.
Yeah, he
here
took
we go.
Characteristic damage, attribute damage.
Oh, I actually have something for that.
Medic restoration.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so I run over to him and I say, like, oh, I've been saving this. Ashori, hold still. And I inject my black nanite hypopen into him.
Aren't those limited use?
Yeah.
He did
So
it.
if we have another way to do it, we should do that, but it is a lesser restoration.
Nope. You did it.
you did it.
Shoot it in. Yeah, so you get back the ability damage.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm fine now.
heavy word there, big guy.
Thank you. Is that bone chitin melting thing that they did? Do they normally do that, or was that?
Yes, that's normal. These are crest eaters. They're
Wonderful.
Gunyamian creatures. They're the only things that
Still live there?
Yeah, other than the fire elementals and the new fire modified creatures.
I can see why they survived.
Oh,
And some horrible cloud worms.
ugh. Kind of shudder at the thought of a giant cloud worm. Well,
We do love ourselves a cloud worm.
I have evidence that power outage wasn't just a mechanical error, but sabotage. Dahl detected administrative use in the engineering systems within the past 30 minutes, and our friend here has Saber. She's had her weapon stolen when the power was out. So somebody made an intentional attack on the facility and on everyone's lives here.
Or at least Saber's.
Yeah. Well, whatever their intentions, they knowingly endangered a lot of innocent scientists.
Dr. Wynn's gonna say. Dr. Wynn's gonna say. She wasn't carrying a pistol on her hip. Her holster was empty when she entered.
Oh.
Wait a second. Oh. Well, in that case,
I suppose she got pickpocketed much earlier.
yeah, Saber, do you recall encountering anybody who would have done that to you?
Not much.
Zara fucking did it.
Yep, it was. She runs away.
I pursue.
A secret final boss, the quest giver.
Zara was
Also-
the null all along.
Also, another certified high school D&D moment.
Is
but
Jack
yes.
here?
Is Jack here?
Jack is no longer among us.
This is also a certified high school D&D moment.
Yes.
It
Yes.
is true. It is true.
I mean, this is a certified Jack D&D moment.
I think
Five
the
Fuck
problem
says
with
his
certified
laptop
Jack
died.
D&D moment is that certified Jack D&D moment is such a broad category. It can apply to basically anything that Jack does in D&D. It's like, it's not specific enough. All I know is that I don't like it.
Are you having some problems talking? Because I saw you unjoin and then rejoin.
Yeah, Jack's typing. Did you
Jack's
spill
typing.
water on your mic, Jack? Do you have push to talk on?
Michael Knowles. He's great. Love me some.
Huh. Well. Yeah, I see you typing, Jack.
Since they're stupid online. Yes.
Jack, why did
Yeah.
you...
What is happening?
Look in Discord.
Jack just added everyone that was online.
You are dead.
Well, actually, in that case, I'm gonna call
Yeah,
the game.
this is a good place to end it.
Yes.
Who could have possibly done this to you? And then the camera pans into Saber's face as she, and then zooms in on her mouth as she says the words, no. It zooms in on her mouth and she mouths the words clanker, and then it cuts to black.
It's Clanka.
That fucking and it cuts to credits. Alright, that was a fun session, guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some.
Jack mic broke.
Oh
That's
no!
what I think.
The microphone. It's broken.
Poor microphone.
Poor Michael. I hope his phone gets better. And by Michael I mean Jack. Okay, I think I'm going to dinner because it's pretty late, and it was great as always talking to everybody.
Disconnect my microphone.
Okay, man.
So I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Yeah.
Probably before.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.